to assume that technically we're following time after time logic. H.G. Wells went back in time to stop Jack the Ripper, who used the time machine to go back to the 1980s. That's a movie.
That's wild.
You never saw that? No, I haven't seen it either, but I never heard of it. With Malcolm McDowell as H.G. Wells.
No.
And they're like, he's like showing them his actual time machine, and then he says, point that one of his friends is actually Jack the Ripper, and then Jack the Ripper steals the time machine, and then goes to the late 70s.
Awkward. Sometimes that just be like that.
I think they made a TV show out of it, technically.
Really?
Like, remember when like time travel shows was like a thing for a long time? Like that time period?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think the only one that was technically a success was Timeless, and that was barely a success.
Because it kept getting canceled, but they brought it back, and they kept getting canceled.
I think it got 2 seasons, and then they made like a mini-series.
They made like a movie.
My parents actually watched that show.
Yeah. People who watched it really liked it. That's all I know.
I kind of want to watch it.
Anyone who watched it, I was always pissed when it got canceled, so...
I feel like I might actually watch that show at some point.
Yeah.
Also, like the time travel movie that they pick to like have the characters based off of is Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Like if you look at all the characters' names, like they're like either their first name or their last name is like a reference to Bill and Ted and Rufus.
Nice. All right, we are back and we are talking about Gravity Falls Season 1, Episode 10, Fight Fighters.
Woo!
What do you think about this episode? Yeah, same.
It's fine.
It's same. This is like, I feel like once we're kind of in the middle of Season 1 right now, and I feel like middle of Season 1 is like, yeah.
It's fine.
It's like totally fine. It's a lot of these episodes are perfectly fine episodes, not episodes I'd go back to, and I think I put Fight Fighters in that category.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm looking at some of the ones we're about to watch, like right after this, and yeah, they're fine. Not like super,
So the next episodes are just gonna be like, they're fine.
In my opinion, you might love them because you liked Irrational Treasure more than I thought you would. So
I like what?
Like Irrational Treasure. That was the Mabel.
Oh, you don't like the one that much?
That one I'm like, yeah, it's fine. That was like, yeah, exactly. So like, you know what, you might feel differently, but like I'm pretty like, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, so
we're at an arcade.
We are at an arcade.
And this thing taught me how to dance.
I've been jigging for 7 days straight.
Zeus?
He's crazy.
Let him have this. What?
Congratulations! You win!
And Seuss is showing Stan and Mabel the arcade games. There's a lot of fun games there. We see Old Man McGucket, who's playing a DDR-like game, except it's not plugged in and the game's been out of order, and he's been dancing for like 7 days. It's fine.
It's fine.
He's totally...
Let him have it.
Let him have this.
There's also Nort. Is it Nort?
Seuss loves the game Nort, which is just Tron backwards, and it's a very Tron-like game. So Dipper and Wendy are also at the arcade, and they're playing a game called Fight Fighters. That's where we get the episode title, which is
Street
very
Fighter.
It's like Street Fighter. It's exactly Street Fighter. So they're playing, they're having a good time, and then Robbie shows up, and he's in a band. He's putting up posters for a show. He's wearing like mascara and stuff, like eyeliner. He's wearing guy liner. There's nothing wrong with guy liner, man. It's fine. But also he's like kind of a poser. So.
I'm just trying to spend a little time with my girlfriend, all right?
It'll just be one round. So, hey, I'm going camping tomorrow with my dad, so I won't be around.
Oh, cool. Watch out!
I feel like Wendy just like does not care about Robbie at all.
She's just like chill with it.
She's like, I'll just go with the flow. Kind of a poser.
So Robbie tries to like butt in, because for some reason Robbie just doesn't like Dipper because he knows that Dipper's.
And I'm like, honey, he's 12. Do you really think he's gonna get with Wendy? Like Wendy?
I think Robbie's a little insecure. Honestly, if he's feeling like that kind of way about Dipper, I think you're a little insecure. Dude's 12. Like it's fine, buddy.
Dude's 12. Like Wendy's not looking at 12-year-old thinking, yeah. He's like, oh no, buddy.
Yeah,
and it might have been a thing of like, oh, they were just like meeting, because oh, you meet up like with this like a 12-year-old and hang out with him instead of your boyfriend. But it's kind of like you don't know how they got there that day. They could have been invited. Maybe they just ran into each other and they want to play this game, or like they realize they have an interest in this game. They're buddies,
right?
Calm down.
Calm down. You know, Robbie butts in and he's just trying to, like, you know, be all like, you know, like a teenage boyfriend. So, like, obnoxious. In my humble opinion. So, back at the Mystery Shack, Mabel, Dipper, Seuss, and Stan, they're playing card games. And I like the part where Mabel keeps winning and Stan's like, she doesn't even know what game this is.
Go fish.
Go fish. While they're there.
Also, she says, king me.
It's true.
And she gets all the crackers?
Yeah, they're crackers, not playing with poker chips. They're just playing with, like, edible chips.
That's fun.
So as they're there, they hear this obnoxious sound of a teenager, and it's Robbie who is there.
Which, like, if you want to, like, get attention from your girlfriend, why would you go to her house, not her place of work?
Yeah.
You called me big dude once. I mean, I know I'm a big dude, but it kind of hurt.
Aw.
Should I stick waddles
mean
on
to
them again? Whoa, easy, Tiger.
I'll handle it.
Wait, why wouldn't he go to
Conflict.
her house?
Wendy!
Why is he at her place of work?
Wendy! Wendy! Come on out, girl. Come on down.
You realize she's not here, right?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
What?
She's out camping with her family today. Maybe if you listened to her for once, you'd know that.
Suck it.
What was that?
But he goes to her place of work, only she's not there because she told him in the last scene that she was going away camping with her dad. And he just didn't listen. So, like, bad on you,
They
Robbie.
have to go save. They have to go save her mother, who turned into a bear. It happened.
It's a whole thing. They really got to take some time to just.
They went to
do
the
that.
They went to the Scottish Highlands.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but she'll be back eventually. It's fine.
It's fine.
So Dipper confronts him because he's kind of mad.
Maybe if you're listening to her like I do, I'm a good guy. I listen.
Yeah, right. And it's also apparent that the other people in the Mystery Shack don't really like Robbie because
Nobody likes Robbie. I don't like. Wendy barely likes him.
It's true.
I mean, well, she kind of likes him as a person.
Robbie kind of makes fun of Dipper for liking Wendy, and he says he's going to call her and let her know. And Dipper kind of freaks out and then throws Robbie's phone and breaks it. So, get wrecked, Robbie.
I just said she's not here.
No. You want to get into it, huh? Let's get into it, kid. You think I don't know what's been going on, huh? It's obvious you got a thing for my girlfriend, don't you? Don't you?
What?
He's 12.
Come on, man.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
don't
I'm
be
sure
so
she's
intimidated.
just dying to ask out a 12-year-old kid who wears the exact same shorts every day. Hey, here's an idea. Why don't I call her up right now and see if she wants to go out on a date with you?
Hey, look, don't, you don't have to.
Don't, please, man. What are you gonna do? Huh? What?
Wrecked.
My phone!
I'll buy you a new one.
I like the part where Stan's like, "Oh, a fight," and he runs to take it out. Robbie isn't happy about that, and he challenges Dipper to like a real fight at 3:00 at wherever it was.
And I'm like,
Circle Park.
I'm not saying that Dipper could take Robbie. I mean, obviously, Robbie's got a couple years on him and like a couple inches on him.
Yeah.
But like, they're both wimpy looking guys.
But both a bunch of noodle-armed
Exactly.
dorks. Bunch of noodle arms, McGee.
Yeah. So like Dipper, you're fine. Like you could probably. I don't know if you could take him.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you're smart. You could figure it out.
So, sorry, I like totally zoned out because I was thinking of something from like 3 episodes from now. That's totally irrelevant to anything that we're talking about. So for our B plot, Mabel and Waddles are watching TV, and Mabel. Let's see. Stan needs some glue, and he's at a shelf. Mabel says, "Hey, you should go get a ladder." Stan says, "We don't have ladders in here. Did you know that ladders are more dangerous than guns?" So he says he owns 10 guns in case any maniac thinks of walking in there with a ladder, which I think is a really great line. And I'm always so surprised every time I hear it because I don't know why. I'm really surprised that line got past the censors because you usually don't hear like kid shows talking about just like straight up guns.
Yeah.
Like it's usually like the laser guns or something, but like straight up like guns, or he's like, "Yeah, I own 10 guns." It's wild.
I wonder if it's like in the building. It's like they were like watching the episode, and then I says that, and the guys were like, "What?" And then I was like, "Shh, don't worry about it. It's fine. Keep going."
It's we're just gonna keep going. Yeah, the line's over. We can't go back to it.
What?
Pardon?
No water guns, obviously.
So Mabel has a theory that Stan is afraid of heights, and she could leave well enough alone, or she could go try to investigate it. So naturally, she's not going to leave well enough alone.
No.
Back at the arcade, Seuss is playing a game. He's playing Nort. You know, it's like Tron, and he wonders what's it like to be inside a real video game. So he just like unscrews the back and just like climbs in, and it's really not what he thought it was going to be.
Nort. Tron?
Man,
Tron.
I wonder what it'd be like to go
He's
inside a
getting
video
ignored
game for
backwards.
real.
Oh!
I should have thought of this years ago. Yeah. Ah.
Zeus.
Stupid Robbie.
He just wants to be in
Jerk.
the game.
It's not like
horses.
Tron or Tron Legacy. Mm-hmm. Either game. Either game,
It's not like either
movie.
Yeah, he's just stuck.
Or
inside
other
there.
movie where you get stuck. Like, it's not Jumanji either.
Yeah, not like that.
Did
at
you
all.
see that movie yet?
The new one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
Wasn't it good?
It was actually really funny.
Wasn't it?
I was really surprised, like how much
I
fun
told
had
you that. I'm just like,
I was surprised, man.
it's so funny.
I wasn't going to buy into it, but I did. There we go.
Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. So, Dipper, he's at the arcade as well because he's scared about this fight thing that's going to happen. It's 3 o'clock. It's like 12 o'clock now. He doesn't know what he's going to do.
Well,
so
he's thinking about being a wimp and just like
just
not
hiding.
going.
He's just hiding.
Yeah.
He wants to hide. But while playing Fighters, he kind of drops a coin and sees that at the bottom there's like this code thing. It's like the Konami code, but a little different.
The what code?
The Konami code, which is, let's see if this will reference this. The Konami code is a special combination of buttons that appear in several Konami games. It was widely popularized due to its inclusion in the original Contra video game. So it's up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. What is that? The punch button? And then it's like two of the like A. I think it's like AA or like AB.
So what do you get?
So it's like a combination thing. So I think that's what it was in reference to.
What do you get?
It's like a you get to punch people. It's like a cool combination.
So like the Mortal Kombat like finish him thing.
Yeah, kind of like that. So that's the Konami code. I think that's what that's in reference to. So he finds his code, he puts it in, sees what it does, and like the power dies for a second, comes back, and then this bright glowing light tells him to choose his fighter. Ooh.
I guess it didn't work.
Something bad's gonna happen, isn't it?
Zeus?
Dipper.
Rumble mixed skirmish?
Whoa.
Real?
So he chooses his favorite character, which is Rumble McSkirmish, who's from America. Very
Yes.
exotic. So Rumble McSkirmish comes to life. He comes out of the game, and now he's in real life.
Yay.
So that happened. So we just casually have a video game character in real life now.
And it's like animated like that, and then suddenly like the world's like a video game.
Yeah, so he kind of like takes this video game into real life. You know, he's all pixelated. He doesn't look like everything else. He looks like he's in the video game. And so Dipper basically wants to use him to fight Robbie instead of having to fight Robbie himself, which is fine, right?
Yeah, it's not cheating or anything.
So back at the Mystery Shack, Mabel is testing out Stan's fear of heights. So first he tries to give him high heels by saying it's Great Uncle's Day and that's a gift. And he's not really thrilled about that.
Uncle's Day, no less. But no, I don't have a fear of heights. We now return to world's most terrifying skydiving. Turn it off!
But she puts on the TV and it's like a skydiving show and he like freaks out. So obviously
So it's like a really
Stan's
bad
afraid
fear of heights.
It's a really bad fear of heights.
It's not like a fake fear of heights.
No. Stan has like my level of fear of heights because I also have
My level
a very
is just
intense
kind
fear of
my
heights.
level is like if I'm in like a penthouse and like there's a base, but like there's like a solid floor, I'm fine. But like anything else,
No, I get like
can you go on? I was gonna say you've been on planes before.
I bet it's weird. Planes I'm fine with. I don't know why. Planes I'm okay with.
I just don't like flying in general.
But if I'm on like a tall building, like if I'm inside a building, like usually it's all right. But if I'm like on like, you know, a balcony or something that's like super
If there's
high
like a
up,
base below me,
freak
I don't
out.
like it. But like remember like that Joseph Gordon-Levitt movie where he had to do like the tightrope thing? Like I'd see that bit and I get anxiety because he's like on a tight. I'm just like
right.
no.
Like if I went to like a really tall like open air structure, I would freak out, man. I would freak out.
I thought it was gonna be like that, like you know, like that cool dude fear of heights, like in movies, where like it's like the guy just like I remember if I'd never originally, like they're climbing up a thing and then he just kind of like looks down and he's like, he looks a little bit scared and like the girl's like, oh, you're afraid of heights, but he still gets to the top.
Yeah.
It's like not, it's like a cool to fear eyes where it's just kind of like,
no, mine is like I get paralyzed, like I like can't move. It's bad.
Like
anyway, I feel Stan.
Like I never want to go skydiving ever or bungee jumping. No, like
no way.
There's like, and I know people say like, no, but it's exhilarating. I'm like, I'm good.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
I really don't need it.
I have a microphone.
So, Dipper and Rumble are kind of hanging out. Like, Rumble needs like power up, so like Dipper tries to like. It's funny the interaction between like real world and like his video game stuff. Rumble says that Dipper needs to take him to the Soviet Union, but Dipper says that's going to be hard for a couple different reasons.
Mainly doesn't exist anymore.
Soviet Union does not exist anymore. So Dipper wants Rumble to fight Robbie, saying like, "Hey, you took my girl," and then Robbie's like, but did he kill your father? And
sure.
Like, yeah, sure. And Rumble is like very violent. Like video games are violent, kids.
It's fine. It's fine.
So they're like rocking down the street, and like Rumble's picking up all these like weapons, you know, which is really funny.
His wet pants will be no match for this!
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
I punched an oil drum!
Trust me, you won't need that. Just give him a good scare.
Yes! With this!
Where did
This
that
street
come
has
from?
really dangerous litter.
Gravity Falls is very dangerous litter. There's just like swords everywhere. It's weird.
Yeah. It's like actual litter. Is it like?
It was just like laying on the ground. There's just like a sword there.
No, I'm saying is it actual litter because it's like video game logic.
Video games,
Okay.
but also Gravity Falls. So like, so back at the Mystery Shack, Mabel asks Stan if he wants to go for a walk while wearing a blindfold. He's like, yeah, sure. He's like, wait, you're not going to take me to the place with heights, are you?
No, Scout's honor.
Oh, Scout's honor.
Sweater.
Which is really funny. So they take him to the water tower. I like at the top of the water tower, there's still that like explosion that Robbie drew, but it just looks like a muffin.
Yeah.
So, teenagers. So finally it's 3:00 and Dipper and Robbie meet, and Dipper's like, sure you want to fight? And Robbie's like, oh, let's fight. So Rumble comes out and he's gonna like obliterate Robbie. Like he's going all out.
What did you think was gonna happen, Dipper?
Yeah, it's true. He's gonna break the poor teenage boy.
And like it doesn't take that much to break him.
No, it doesn't take that much. You see him? He's like a noodle. He's like a piece of uncooked
They're
spaghetti.
both noodle. Like Dipper and Robbie are both noodles.
Dipper's like a cooked noodle, and like Robbie's like uncooked spaghetti.
Also, Wendy's a noodle if you think about it.
Yeah, she's tall.
Yeah.
Super high up, are you?
Grunkle Stan! I would never!
How dare you think of that with Mabel?
Scout's honor!
All right, let's go.
She's gonna be so hot with 2 sweaters on.
Well, look who decided to
Stan.
show up.
No,
I
Stan.
thought you'd chicken
Dipper,
out.
you could
ready to settle
probably
this
take
like
him.
men?
Look, dude.
She's like a tree. She's like
She's like a tree.
She's like that one chick from Legend of Korra who got her head chopped off.
Oh, that was sad. Anyway, she was a bad guy though. So
Yeah, but she loved the guy whose name I was here.
yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say I forgot his name for a second.
Anyway, you guys should listen to our Legend of Korra reviews because they were really good.
And I make a very good joke in there.
That was so good. That was a really good bit. So Robbie runs off and Rumble tries to chase him to fight him. There is a really good old, Donkey Kong style callback there.
Yeah.
The barrels, but it's called Barrels and Crates Incorporated. So eventually they're fighting, and back at the water tower, Stan takes off his blindfold and he freaks out. He's like, he does the thing where he grabs the rail, looks up, does not look down. I'm like, that's exactly how I react to these situations. So it's not exactly working. And Robbie also climbs up and Rumble is chasing him. So he tries to knock down the water tower, which is terrifying. But he eventually, Robbie gets knocked off the water tower. And this is when, right before he almost obliterates the guy, Dipper reveals that he lied, making him the bad guy, because Robbie did not kill his father. His father is very much alive. And so in return, Dipper gets challenged by Rumble McSkirmish, and Dipper doesn't run away from this fight.
Kinda am.
Aww.
My entire journey, a lie. My honor has been
Cutscene.
insulted.
Cutscene.
Sensei warned me not to join the path of evil. The boy has led me astray from my teachings. If Robbie V is not the last stage, then it must be...
Oh, Dipper's gonna die.
Dude, don't fight him, man. That guy's got like a black belt wrapped around his black belt. You could get killed. I have to.
Because he knows that this
And
is his
he
responsibility.
kind of gets the shit beat out of him.
He gets the shit beat out of him. But he has his honor. That's all that matters.
Also, he's smart about it because, like, he figures it out.
Yeah, he figures out that once the battle's over and as all his HP is knocked out, then the game's over and Rumble and Skirmish goes away.
Yay!
and all
Also,
works.
I like the bit where Zeus is trying to help by, like...
Yeah, Seuss, like, it's funny because you see the health bars, right? And Seuss goes up because he's like, oh, if I see it, maybe I can, like, push it down, and it doesn't work.
He's like,
"Oh,
I
it's
tried."
worth a shot." I feel like that was, like, in the writer's room, like, well, if we show the thing, like, what, couldn't you just, like, destroy it? And somebody's like, oh, we should put in a bit about that. So I just, like, appreciate that kind of
I just
stuff.
like, he's just like, I tried. Mm-hmm. He did. Dang.
That was worth a shot.
Good job, Zeus. It didn't work, but he tried.
So back at the water tower, Stan is finally over his fear of heights, although now Mabel has a fear of heights because that was a little traumatizing. But Wendy finally returns from her camping trip, and, you know, she wonders if they've been fighting. They say, no, they broke up a fight.
First Dipper and Robbie agreed to have a Cold War.
Yeah, so they'll hate each other in secret.
Like
girls
women.
still.
Which is actually kind of true.
It's so true. We don't
It's so true. Like,
we don't fight. We just hate each other.
No, we don't fight each other. Like, we'll be nice to each other, and then we talk to other friends and be like, that bitch.
It's true. That's
so
true.
That's sadly so true.
Yeah, no, that's accurate.
But we do live longer because we don't like let out our aggression. We just hold it in.
Forever.
I'm trying to think. Like, I know I've done that like at least a bunch of. I don't know if I've done it recently though. There's like anybody who like I actually just like really don't like and I just don't say anything. Mm-hmm. But I know I've done it.
Oh my god. So, but Wendy calls them her boys. They're both her boys, and you know she cares about them, which is good. And that's kind of where we end that episode.
We need to make a Cold War pact.
Okay, what's that?
We need to learn to just hate each other in silence.
You mean like what girls do?
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think
What
we live
girls
longer?
do.
It's true.
It's a great way to live.
And I told Thompson, hey, save some for the rest of us.
Good one,
Good
Wendy.
one, Wendy. That's great.
Oh man, just a second.
Yes.
So that's that.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's fine.
It was fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, it was like pretty like we didn't really get any like.
I like the video
reveals or
game
anything.
animation. That was fun.
That was funny. I like the part where he's like you have to be perfectly still, and he's in his idle animation
Yeah.
like all video games do, and he's like, this is as still as I can get. So that's funny.
So yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about it. It was just, you know, it was adequate.
Ooh. The pixel sprites were animated by Paul Robertson, who also designed the sprites for Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game.
Ooh,
Nice.
Oh, also, I like the credit bits with like the game.
Oh yeah, like the.
And I was like wondering if there's actually a real like Gravity Falls like game that somebody like made.
No, I don't think so.
But I feel like somebody tried.
If you know it, comment below. Mm-hmm. Or comment somewhere, or tweet at me.
It's me, a Mabel.
I'm slower, but I jump higher.
Pick me or whatever.
Is this a real game? You sure nobody made this up as a real game?
Alas, 'twas not but a dream.
Oh, this is good. So if you saw like Rumble on the back, he had like some kind of Japanese character.
Yeah.
And it's the Japanese character for fart, which is really good.
That's really juvenile, but I appreciate it.
Let's see. Any other thing? You know what I forgot to say last episode? And I'm really mad about it. The person who voices Blendin Blandin is Justin Roiland. So Rick and Morty guy who voices Rick and Morty. You know that show?
I know the show.
Yeah, the guy who voices the Rick and Morty. That's the voice of Blended Blanded.
Okay.
Last episode. Also the voice of Lemon Grab from Adventure Time. Next.
Is Lemon Grab those like creepy lemon things that kind of give me nightmares?
Yeah.
I don't like the lemon people. They're really weird. They're just offsetting. Mm-hmm. I don't like them.
Let's see. The cryptogram in this episode translates to, sorry, Dipper, but your Wendy is in another castle.
So that means that Robbie's Bowser?
Yes.
And there's actually those all the theories that Peach, that Bowser's actually in love with Peach and is actually a good guy, and then Mario kind of, I don't know, I don't really. But you know that theory?
Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Or they're actually into each other, and actually Bowser's actually not a bad guy, and he actually obviously has a lot of money because he has all these castles.
Right.
Whatever you think.
Just believe what you want to believe, man. That's what theories are for.
I also find it weird, why is a plumber in a medieval fantasy world?
Why not? Well, I mean, there's plumbing everywhere, right?
Yeah.
So,
how does the Mario Brothers movie show it?
Anyway, let's not talk about that.
Yet.
So you want to go to comment corner here?
Okay.
Let's see. I think I have 2 comments here. I have one, again, from Sophie Cooper. Thanks, Sophie, for commenting. We appreciate it. Mm-hmm. That says, Grunkle Stan is my favorite character. I love this show so much. I love this show, too. Grunkle Stan is great.
I still think Mabel's my favorite so far.
Yeah, that's fair.
Grunkle Stan's up there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I also really like this comment, which was from the Hand That Rocks Mabel reaction, and it's from Ornaments series, and it just says comment with a colon next to it. That's all it says. And I'm like, were you going to comment something?
Or were you trying to be funny?
Well, it just says comment. I'm like, what?
You left a comment.
What was your comment?
Is it because we said leave a comment, so then you left a comment, which I actually that's kind of clever.
What was it? And it still got on the show, so you did what you got to do.
There you go. You did it. Congratulations.
Awesome. I'm proud of you, I guess. That's all for that. Now I'm just curious. Who is this guy?
Are you actually going to YouTube stalk him?
He only has 25 subscribers. Wow. Ooh. All right. We'll watch that later.
What?
There's a video on his channel. Anyway, I say his. I know. I don't know. But also. Anyway, so I think that's all we have for today.
Yeah.
All right. Well, join us next time because we're still going to be talking about Gravity Falls as we get deeper into season 1 with episode 11, Little Dipper, and episode 12, Summerween. All right. Until next time, I'm Cailin Clothier.
Are we going to put
I forgot that we had social media. What the fuck is that? Anyway. So anyway. So if you were totally stoked about those comments we just read, and you also want to comment something that's some kind of smartassery, we would love to see you. We are on YouTube.
I actually appreciate smartassery, so please go ahead.
We have fun. We are Witty Clothes Productions on YouTube. You can like videos. You can subscribe to us. Leave us comments. We are on iTunes. We are Witty Clothes Productions. Follow us on Twitter. Tweet at us. We want to hear from you. We are at Witty Clothes. On Facebook, we are Witty Clothes Productions, and you can also throw some money our way at patreon.com/wittyclothes and send us an email, wittyclothes@gmail.com. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Mm-hmm. And then till next time, I think I finally got everything I had to say. I won't prematurely end this anymore. I am Cailin Clothier.
I'm Dara Whitman. Peace.
Boys, why can't you learn to hate each other in secret? Like girls do.
Sure, listen to your sister. Come on, Seuss. Robbie's twice my size. I mean, what would
He's
getting
also
myself
a
killed
skinny
accomplish?
little
I just
weakling
need to
fuck.
hide here until 3 o'clock passes.
He's a musician. You can
This
take
day
him.
will never end.
Yeah.
Relax, Dipper. Just